So I was today years old when I found out that my vlogging camera has a little remote control. So I detached this from the tripod and I didn't realize that it was a remote, and oh my gosh, I'm like mind blown right now. What's up guys, it's Bree, and as you can see I am back with yet another video. I've been having so much fun with these, and today I'm going to be doing a tag video called 17 Random Questions. And for those who are wondering, yes, I'm still going to be doing a video called Ask Bree, where I will have people send me questions anonymously, or have me give them advice on camera, or just have them spill their secrets. So I'm hoping to get to at least 30 submissions and then start working on that video. And I will go ahead and link the Google Docs in the description below, so that way if anyone wants to ask me anything, you can. All right, so today I am doing the 17 questions tag, or the 17 random questions tag, and my favorite beauty vlogger, Blair Fowler, inspired me to do this vlog. I went ahead and copied the questions and printed them out on a piece of paper because I feel like it's more fun to answer questions on a piece of paper than to look at your phone like everyone else. So, all right, I am going to ask the first question. How did you get your YouTube username? Okay, so as you all know, my name is Brianna Swift, and there's really no explanation there. I got my YouTube username because I love Taylor Swift. Okay, second question. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be and why? I've always liked the name Lucy or Lucia. So I wonder if in another life my name would have been Lucy or Lucia. Question number 3. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why? Honestly, if I could just go back in time and meet my younger self, I would just give her a big hug and tell her it gets better. And maybe I would probably give her some hair tips because she needed it. Question number 4. How old were you when you learned how to blow a bubblegum bubble? I was 12 years old. Question number 5. What did you want to be when you were little? Either a princess or a cosmetologist. Question number 6. What do you order at Starbucks? That depends on the day. I love so many of their drinks. So if I just want like a simple coffee in the morning to wake me up and I have time to spare before work, I'll stop into Starbucks and get a venti blonde vanilla latte with 3 shots of espresso. That always gets me going. I also really like their iced tea, the green tea specifically, sweetened. I also like their caramel macchiatos and their green tea matcha frappuccinos. Ooh, I also love their strawberry frappuccino. So good. 7. What's the hardest you've ever laughed? Okay, I hope my siblings Sky and Carlito don't hate me for sharing this story, but back when I was living in New York with my family, with my mom and my siblings and my uncle and our puppy Angel, okay, so one night I was just sitting on the couch watching Catfish, and my mom and my sister were in the dining room, and my mom was helping Sky with her homework, and my brother Carlito was in his bedroom watching inappropriate YouTube videos on his television, and his TV was so loud, and we were able to hear what videos he was watching, and I'm pretty sure he was watching a reaction video to that guy who was on the news who photobombed the reporter and was like, F her right in the, wherever. So this still makes me laugh even 7 years later. Okay, so my mom heard the video that he was watching and was like, got up out of her seat and was like, Carlito! I don't know. I'm sorry. Carlito! I don't know what kind of house you think you live in, but we do not watch videos with the words. So that was the first time my sister Sky and I saw or heard my mom yelling at our brother. So as soon as she got up to go storm to his room, Sky and I just look at each other at the perfect time. I look away from the TV and then she just looks at me and we're just we just could not stop silently laughing. We didn't want our mom to hear us laughing at our brother's misery. So yeah, I was laughing very hard that day. That story still makes me laugh to this day. And here's what happened afterwards. So Mom stormed into Carlito's room, turned off his TV, and he starts crying. And then Mom comes back into the dining room to help Sky with her homework. I go back to watching Catfish on TV. And the next thing we know, we're getting ready for bed, and I kind of take a peek into Carlito's room. Mom's on the bed, comforting him and apologizing for turning off his TV. So I go into mine and Sky's room, and I'm just like, could you believe what's happening here? And so Sky and I kind of bond over the fact that us girls don't get away with everything like our brothers do. And again, to this day, that story still makes Sky and I laugh. Like, I'm telling you, I was literally FaceTiming with Sky yesterday, and she and I were just laughing at that incident. Okay, question number 8. If you could play any musical instrument, which would it be and why? I'd want to learn how to play the saxophone because it's the saxophone and it sounds sexy. Question number 9. What's your favorite thing to do when you are upset? Okay, I'm gonna sound like a total girl for saying this, but when I'm upset, I like to watch chick flicks and eat an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie ice cream and also have a few White Claws. Ooh, when I'm upset, I also like to blast music, like really loud, so loud to the point where I don't even hear myself singing along to the words. Question number 10, what's your favorite movie? Okay, so I actually have a top 5 list of favorite movies, and I think at the top of the list, my favorite movie would be Slumdog Millionaire. And funny thing about that is I first saw that movie when I was 15, and at the time I had a crush on a boy at school who my mom thought was Indian, so she went to the library and rented me the movie Slumdog Millionaire. I don't even know if this guy ever knew that I had a crush on him. He probably did, but he and I never dated or anything. We just became friends. And we were in the marching band together. But I ended up really liking the movie Slumdog Millionaire. It's such an intense story, and I love how it shows how he knows the answer to each question in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And I always found myself watching that movie whenever I was going through a hard time. And I know that back then my problems seem so minuscule now, but I remember I was feeling miserable one day. It was Hell Week, I failed my driver's test, and Angel got fixed. So it was just a whole day of an emotional roller coaster. So then when we finally got home that day, I just went into my bedroom, and Angel was on my bed next to me, and we just watched Slumdog Millionaire, and it made me feel better. So whenever I'm feeling lost or confused about life, or feel oh, if you think I have problems, look at this guy in Slumdog Millionaire. So watching that movie just always helps me get through a hard time and shows me that there are bigger problems happening in different parts of the world. So my top 5 favorite movies: Slumdog Millionaire, Legally Blonde, Footloose, The Wizard of Oz, and Forrest Gump. Those are my top 5 favorite movies. But Slumdog Millionaire, that is my favorite movie. Question number 11, what's one food you cannot live without? Okay, so that question's a little vague. It says one food you can't live without. So does that mean food group? Because if I could think of one food I can't live without, it'd be fresh fruit. Sliced peaches, oranges, apples, bananas, pears, green grapes. I love fresh fruit. I eat it every day. And whenever I'm having late night cravings, I always eat fresh fruit. Question number 12, what's your favorite dessert? Ooh, green tea ice cream topped with a little bit of chocolate drizzle, whipped cream, and rainbow sprinkles. I also really enjoy green tea mochi. Honestly, any dessert with matcha green tea in it is my favorite. Question number 13, favorite pizza topping? Meat lovers, pepperoni, bacon, ham, sausage, beef, pork. Mama loves her meat. Question number 14, would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible? I definitely pick invisibility. Back when I was struggling to live on my own in an apartment while going to school, that was not a fun time in my life for me. I would, instead of going to college, I would want to travel the world and live abroad. And I always thought that me having invisibility powers would allow me to sneak onto any buses or planes and just go see the world. I would use my invisibility powers to travel as much as I can for free without being caught. Question number 15, what did you do for your last birthday? Okay, so what did I do for my last birthday? Oh, for my last birthday, I went to my grandparents' house and visited with them. and they gave me a check for $50, and they really didn't have to do that. I mean, I know I'm the oldest grandchild, but they really don't need to be spoiling me with money anymore. I just love being in my grandparents' company because they are my favorite people in the whole world. So I visited my grandparents on my birthday, and they told me the story about the day that I was born. I've heard that story so many times, but just hearing it from my grandparents, it's like I've never even heard it before. I love every time they tell me the story of the day I was born. So then after I visited my grandparents on my birthday, I went to the mall and treated myself to Starbucks and Victoria's Secret, and then my husband took me out to dinner, and it was a good time. I'm especially excited for my birthday in a couple months. I'm turning 29, but as far as anyone's concerned, I'm turning 22 for the 7th time. And Jackson is taking me to a resort that I've never been to before, so I'm really excited about that. Question number 16. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? I am not answering that. And question number 17, what does the acronym OMG HHKP mean to you? It means absolutely nothing to me because I don't know what that means. Hope you all enjoyed this video of me doing the 17 random questions tag. If you would like to do the tag video as well as a response to me, I'll go ahead and put the questions in the description, and you could send me your answers as like a video response. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!